Hello everyone, my name is Indigo, also known as Blue Moon Artist. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've been here for the past 4 years, hi, how you doing? This is my art channel. This video, I'm just going to give you a little background about me as the artist and why I'm making this video. So, in any case, let's hop right into that. Basic information about myself. Like I said in the beginning, my name is Indigo. I am 27 years old. My birthday was July 9th. That was a fun time. I've been doing art since I was a little kid. Art has always been my passion. My parents knew I had like an affinity to art, so like a lot of like my childhood has been art related stuff, drawing. I had easels and all stuff like that. I've done photography, I've done sewing, crochet. I bounced around. I did a lot of photography too. I really did like photography. Photography is a very nice thing for people to do if you don't really like to draw. At first I didn't really enjoy it because my mom was like, hey, why don't you try something else other than drawing? And I was like, I really don't want to do that. I ended up doing it for my whole middle school year and towards the end of my high school. I'm jumping back into that for like the rest of 2026. And art has always been like a way for me to express my emotions, especially like, if you've been as teenagers, we have a lot of emotions that we can't always express depending on the households we live in and the type of parents we have. I was lucky to have, a very understanding dad and a somewhat understanding mom, but we're not gonna get into that. So, a lot of times people can base my emotions based on my artwork. I tend to try and draw my characters happy because for a long period of time, my characters would look like they were frowning or they were sad. So you can imagine your parents seeing artwork and like, are you okay? Why is your character sad? Why are they always crying? And I'm like, get us how I feel inside. And you know, as I, as I got older, I kind of like wanted to like be more on the social medias with my art. And so far I've been on the internet since I was 13. I've been posting my art since I was 13. And if you're a fellow artist like me, you know that the internet and social media is not very kind to artists. We don't get a lot of visibility and, it's hard to put yourself out there. So, as, 27, I always wanted to do something art related. I always wanted to make art my career. So, I felt like going into 2027, finishing out the rest of 2026 with putting more effort into like building my presence on social media. A lot of y'all see me on TikTok with my art process videos, same with Instagram, Blue Sky. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have all that. I mostly post on my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm trying to get back to posting on Blue Sky. We'll see. I only got so much patience to post mainly on those four. I tried Facebook. I might try it again. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how YouTube goes. Like I said, I had YouTube and my TikTok for the past, I think it's been 4 years. I had these two accounts for 4 years and I've been stagnant in the 200 range on YouTube, and I kind of want to break away from that, I kind of want to push myself to make more content based on art. I do want, even if this does get like monetized eventually, like this account gets monetized eventually, I want it to like, help fund my, add fun to my life. That's it. I want to be able to do something art related. If you're an artist like me and you've always wanted to do something art related because you tried other field and it just doesn't feel right, I'm right there with you. I've done childcare, I've done healthcare. I'm circling back to retail because I've done retail since I was 16 years old. And I'm tired of not doing something that I want to do, and I know I can make a living off of it if I just apply myself. Yes, I do not have a degree. Things don't work out. And quite frankly, I do not have the money to go forth and get a degree in art. I might circle back to it a little later, but as of right now, I don't think I'll probably go get a degree. I kind of feel like I derailed off of what I planned on even talking about. Like, I wrote down like little points that I wanted to make in my video just to make it run a little smoother. But I'm a talker. That's the best I can say. I can explain like how my art got here. Like I said, I've been drawing since I been in kindergarten. I can say that's the earliest I remember actually being really interested in art, and my parents seeing that like, oh, she might have a talent for art. Why don't we feed into that? And then I feel like 5th grade and onward. No, actually, I say 3rd grade. 3rd grade, I feel like I took a real big interest in art. Because I remember one Christmas, my grandma got me a big easel for art for Christmas, and I loved it. I was on there every day after school. Like, I was always drawing. My grandma would hang my pictures all up around the house. And my art style is a mix of, I say, anime and like realistic drawing, because I'm an anime fan. I loved anime. I've been watching anime since I was a kid. Inuyasha, Naruto, Dragon Ball, all that stuff. I've been through a plethora of anime. Some I probably should have never been watching at that age, but I survived. Not traumatized, probably a little bit, but who isn't? And I feel like, years and years of watching anime, reading art books and drawing and all that, formed my art style into what it is today. And I've always been told this, my characters, if you actually look at them and then you look at me, they kind of look, as my family says, they kind of look like they're related to me, because a lot of my characters have big lips, big noses. It's just something that I draw. For a longest time, I didn't draw a lot of Black characters. I don't know why. I think it was just, I was really deep into anime, so I think that's really what it was. Now I love drawing Black characters. I love drawing any character. I've been actually getting into furries. Not like that, but like drawing them. Because they're cool to draw. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. But for my content schedule, I feel like for YouTube, I'm gonna try and aim for at least to post a video every Friday if I can. Due to work schedule and other requirements throughout my week, that might change, but I definitely know I will be posting on Fridays. I'll try and either post at like 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. that day. So just look out for that video or post. And I'll drop a few shorts here and there, if I feel like the art piece isn't really like, it's something small. I don't feel like making a whole video on it. I know my next video, I will be, doing like, I'll be touching on my oil pastels that I got right here. I got some oil pastels I had for like the past 2 years, and I have not used them, so I might as well use them and make some little content out of it. Who knows? We can walk on this journey together. I'm excited. It's a new chapter. I'm ready to try and make art my full-time career going into 2027. And, wish me luck. I wish luck to other artists like me who are trying to make that transition. And, I hope we all succeed. That's really about it. It was nice meeting y'all, talking to y'all. Like I said, my name's Indigo. I am Blue Moon Artist. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.